Hello and welcome to IAB There, our weekly live stream in which we connect the digital advertising ecosystem. I'm Cheryl Goldstein, EVP Member Engagement and Development at the IAB. In today's session, which is titled Creatively Reimagining Purpose-Driven Marketing with Tick-Tock, we'll be covering Tick-Tock's efforts to shine a light on key issues, create a positive societal impact, and empower their community to voice their truth and build a culture of change. Joining me today are two people behind the brand tasked with curating the Tick-Tock community for brands, Pragya Borar and Jordan Hagen, global brand strategists at Tick-Tock. Let's welcome Pragya and Jordan to the stream. Hi, ladies. So good to see you. How are you?
Hi, good to see you too.
And where are you both dialing in from?
I'm dialing in from Beijing today.
Nice. What time is it there? Just curious to know.
It's around 10:50 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you for sharing your evening with us. And Jordan, where are you?
I'm currently in Dallas, Texas, and it's 8:50 in the morning for me. So very opposite times we're experiencing.
Don't you love these global get-togethers? Anyway, so as global brand strategist at Tick-Tock, and I have to say that sounds like dream job, because what a brand to have as your playground. Tell me a little bit about how your role to help brands understand how to leverage the Tick-Tock community and open up a whole new world of opportunity, really, that's available to them through the Tick-Tock platform. So tell us a little bit about your role and how you work with brands. Pragya, let's start with you.
Yes, thank you so much, Cheryl, for having us today. I would start by saying that. And then Jordan and I both are on a mission to inspire and educate brands and agencies around the world on how to show up and connect and find success on TikTok. And you covered it really well about our role on TikTok. But what I would like to add to that is that Jordan and I started diving deep into purpose-driven marketing on TikTok about a year ago to learn from our community of change makers and then share those learnings with brands so that they can turn their purpose into action and create meaningful change. And since then, it has been an inspiring journey to see how our community is actively marching upon key issues and bringing real world change. And we are thrilled to share all about it today.
Awesome. And Jordan, tell us a little bit about your role.
Yeah, so actually my role is right alongside Pragya. I joined a little over a year ago, and like Pragya, I've been on a mission to just get inspired by our community and then just help further educate brands to, lean into TikTok and do the same. I guess the only thing I'll add, though, is that it's just been really empowering to see what people can do, especially those who maybe haven't had a voice amplified before, when you give them a mic and a stage to just be seen and heard. Today we'll talk a lot about the TikTok community, and that's because they are the heart and the soul of our platform, and we're all about giving them a mic. And TikTok is just full of really real people from all over the world, from diverse backgrounds of all ages, across generations, right? And they're coming on TikTok to, create and connect with content that's not only entertaining the world, but it's really impacting the world. And so, brands are invited to join in, and I think even more so, they're expected to join in around this purpose and around having this impact. So I'm really excited to dive into this conversation today. And again, I want to say thank you, Cheryl and IAB, for having us.
Oh, happy to have you here. So let's start there with the TikTok's positioning and a little bit more about your community. So today, really everybody's a publisher. The beauty of these social platforms and TikTok specifically is, as you mentioned, you do give a voice to anybody who wants to get on the platform and share their thoughts or opinions about something. So with that comes a lot of opportunity for consumers to weigh in on their thoughts and feelings about issues and brands. So now more than ever, brands are being called to task. The days of kind of saying something and not living your truth are over, because consumers will catch on, and the younger consumers, the Gen Zs, this is even more true. But there's also an opportunity to be a part of the community and leverage the community for good. And that's really what this whole concept around purpose-driven marketing is about. Tell me a little bit about how you position yourself and the community around purpose-driven marketing, and how you align that with brands.
Yeah, I can go ahead and start.
Sure.
TikTok is an entertainment platform driven by the community. And I lightly said it before, but yeah, that community is, and like you said, Cheryl, they are so focused on authenticity. They're diverse, they are so creative, and they are really sparking and starting these conversations on our platform, and then just creating this real change. So it's so important at TikTok and to create an inclusive environment that encourages communities to really lean in and create and have that space to share their real stories and create that human connection. So, at TikTok, we're all about, amplifying, educating, and just empowering our creators and helping them as they empower the community. As a platform, year over year, we've created and launched several initiatives just to further help amplify our creators' voices, our community's voices. Two examples would be, honoring the API community. We had the hashtag We Are API and the hashtag Asian TikTok, which, gave a space for the community to share their experiences, their stories. And we didn't stop there. We also had hashtag Spotlight API to help, support API-owned small, medium-sized businesses in North America. Another example would be like the Creator Diversity Collective, which brings about different creators from different backgrounds to just ensure that we're having a diverse, representative, and inclusive, programs and platform. And then the list goes on. But if like anyone watching today wants to dive deeper into the ones I mentioned or the many other initiatives that we're doing, you can head over to the TikTok newsroom because we're always spotlighting different creators and different initiatives throughout the years.
Awesome, that's fantastic. And so you said that your DNA really is to shine a light on key issues, create a positive societal impact. Why is the community drawn to TikTok specifically? Like, what is it about the way your platform is structured, or the way in which a TikToker creator can use the platform? What is it about the platform that, first of all, it grew so fast and caught on so quickly? What is it about the way TikTok works that has drawn a community to this speed and scope?
So I'll start by saying,
yeah, go ahead.
I'll start by saying that everyone is welcome on our platform, and especially to do good. Every month, 1 billion people from around the world come to our platform to share their creativity, to discover something new, to be inspired. And the wonderful part is all of them are welcomed and accepted by being themselves, by their peer creators and viewers. And we are proud to enable a platform for authentic self-expression. 3 out of 4 TikTok users say TikTok is a place where people can openly express themselves. And we see our community reflecting it truly every single day. We are powered by our community's openness, passion, and willingness to share the stories of courage, honesty, and humor. And they have created a culture really where it's okay to flaunt your flaws, where it's okay to share your struggles and have difficult conversations. I really love this quote from a female TikTok user: if not us, then who? We are up against a lot right now and have to make our voices heard. And I see that our community has made it their mantra when they show up on our platform, so much so that 43% of US TikTok users are willing to join trends or brand activations that support key issues. And many of them many of them donate at least once a month. And it shows our community really cares and they're unique change agents.
So this is an opportunity for brands to move beyond just donating money, or we give to charities. It's an opportunity for them to really lean in, and it seems like the community is very open to them leaning in on some heavy duty topics: mental health, body positivity. Like, these are opportunities for brands really to integrate into the community and be part of those conversations.
Yeah, it really is. There's so many amazing conversations that are happening, like you said, like around mental health and body positivity. So, I know Pragya talked about just how the community is there and they're focused on creating that change, but the topics and like diving into what they're talking about has been just so, inspiring for us to witness, because they're really rallying behind such like a wide range of issues that you just spoke to. It's really awesome to see.
And that is such a huge change in advertising and marketing over, I mean, from someone who's been around for quite some time, these were issues that no brand ever would want to be around. If anything, it's like, we don't touch mental health, we don't talk about, and today it's, if anything, if they don't step in and step up, it's that stands out. It's like, how come they're not doing more? So in doing my homework and prep for this conversation, I understand that nearly 3/4 or 74% of Gen Z and Gen Y consumers believe that brands actually can impact change. And so tell me, how should they show up? How can they be part of these, in some cases, very touchy conversations?
Yeah, well, maybe I'll first say that like it starts with the fact that it is community led, and these communities are having these really, really real, raw, and authentic stories. Like you said, with mental health, which has like 21 billion views, that hashtag, or hashtag coming out, which has 3.5 billion views. I mean, these are numbers I just looked today because it's always changing and it's always growing. So I think the big thing is that like these conversations are happening, people are engaging with them. It's clearly core to our audience and the way people are wanting to show up and communicate their stories. And it's really important for brands to lean in and listen to that community, hear what they're talking about, and also show up authentically within those conversations. TikTok, these conversations, unlike maybe any other space, like on TikTok, they've started here and they've been started by the community. It's not like brands need to come in and be like, hey, let's talk about mental health. Like the community is talking about mental health. And so as a brand, as long as you're authentic to the purposes that you are going to be leaning in and joining in the community, then the community is there to accept and further amplify that message further, because it's important and core to what they matter and what matters to them.
I would think that you'd have to do this in a way, and this is probably where your expertise comes in, where it doesn't seem intrusive or disingenuous. Like if we're having a conversation about mental health and all of a sudden, hey, buy my shampoo, like there's a little bit of a, why are they here? This is very intrusive and not supportive. Seems like a brand has to really be mindful of doing this in a way that's contributing and supportive and additive, and not come across as, oh, they're trying to break in and sell us something. So I'm guessing that's probably a big part of your role, is helping them understand how to do that in a way that really is supportive and works, as opposed to an opportunity to break into a conversation and sell something.
Yeah, and I think of course it starts with the brand, right? Like in the sense of like, there obviously a brand is going to be at different stages. Different brands will be at different stages in their purpose, right? Like you have brands that are born with purpose. Pragya and I have worked and collaborated a lot with Two Blind Brothers, which is an SMB on TikTok. And their company is all born out of purpose. It's to help cure blindness, and they create products that then go fund looking for a cure. So like everything that they do, everything that they create, it all centers around that purpose. But then you have companies that are looking for their purpose. You have companies that are larger companies, but have purpose embedded within it. And I think the big takeaway for brands is that like you need to be really aware and have that purpose as that North Star, and then embed it in everything you do, from, like you said, like the products you're creating, from the way you're communicating, from even internally how you're supporting your employees and uplifting your employees to also do that good. I think it starts with that being true and authentic to the brand. And then on TikTok, where these authentic conversations are happening, it's, again, we say it a lot, authenticity, but that's where then, brands, as long as it's true and core to their purpose, they can authentically lean into these conversations and just listen to how the community is showing up. But yeah, it definitely starts with that authenticity and that true purpose at the core.
Yeah.
I'll just, I'll just add to that is that it is critical for brands to find how to share their brand story openly and honestly, and in a way that connects their audiences and their business to their brand purpose. That's most important. And that can only be done when they show up as themselves.
And so I could see if you're a car company and you want to talk about safety and, environmental pollution and emissions. What if you're a shampoo? Like what is there, does a brand have to have a purpose? I mean, I feel like it's, what is we're a shampoo. How do we find a way to do good in the world that feels genuine and authentic?
Yeah, again, starts with that company looking. And I think, if you're not really sure, like start with your employees. What matters to them? Like what matters to your consumers? What matters to what can your brand do? What matters to your stakeholders? I mean, obviously there's a lot of elements to consider, but like you could take two different brands, for example, like ELF, their purpose is being inclusive for all. So therefore they're creating products that are accessible to all, that are inclusive to all. And if you go on their TikTok page, you will see content that is just like all about inclusivity and all about like a low price point so that anyone can have makeup and the products that they want. You can look at Dove, which has been decades of like leading with purpose, and it's all about body positivity. And they have been on TikTok just helping, spread light to just loving yourself and your body and having a healthy like relationship with social media, and the list goes on. But the idea is that, it's going to be unique to each brand, whether you're a shampoo or a car or, you sell clothes, or the list goes on, or you're in insurance, but it's figuring out what that purpose is and then just, shouting it to the rooftops.
Yeah, because I think every brand is being asked to look at how they manufacture their products, the packaging of their products, the governance of the company, the whole ESG strategy, how are you impacting the environment, society, the diversity at the top of the company. So I think you're spot on that it's not just the product itself, but it's everything around that product and how it's made, and how you're putting it out in the world and who's behind the product. That companies really have to think about all of this now and understand, where can they do better and be better in the world. So you mentioned Dove, and I know that's been a really great campaign. Maybe we could use that as an example to just show our audience how that something like this would work. Do you want to set it up, Pragya, and then we could talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. I would start going a little bit back and start sharing that what makes TikTok so special for brands is that through our For You page, they have a chance to reach, meet, and engage with people that align with their values, interest, and purpose. And this presents them with a very unique opportunity to be in the same room and join the community to fuel change together. And the TikTok community, from Gen Z to older generation, want brands to create societal change. And also they want to be part of it. They want to amplify their purpose when it aligns with them. And long ago, we had a creator who just got on TikTok and shared about the body positivity message. And she just made a TikTok video in her car speaking of body positivity and how she feels about it, and without any expectations out of it. And our community really resonated with it, and they took this and they danced around it. They created a movement out of it, and that has been really wonderful. And then Dove joined into the TikTok's body positivity movement by further amplifying that creator's message. That creator's name is Jessia, and her TikTok handle is Jessia Music. And they partnered with a group of Gen Z TikTok creators, including Jessia, on their No Digital Distortion campaign to authentically instill body positivity tips in a peer-to-peer way. They really wanted to find young advocates, talking to young advocates, talking to young people, and their campaign created a huge impact simply because our community could resonate with it as they partnered with creators, and our community joined in and co-created with them, and their campaign saw huge success. In just 3 days, Dove saw video views for their campaign exceeded benchmark by 5x. And also overall video creation benchmark exceeded by 233%. And not just that, Jessia's song topped the TikTok's US chart. And this is a great example of how our community turns purposeful branded creator content into real brand advocacy. And I would say this shows the true power, care, and passion of our community of change makers and how they want to have a better world, and they welcome brands to do that with them.
Yeah, I think, and Dove of all brands has been, I think, very authentic about body positivity for a long time. I mean, it's a natural for them to tap into your platform, work with creators who are already delivering that message. It's just a no-brainer, a natural fit. I think it'd be great to share, one of those TikToks with our audience. So why don't we cut to that, and then we'll be back in a minute.
I just posted a picture of myself in my favorite place doing what I love the most. Oh my god, that's amazing. It must have felt great to share. Yeah, but it didn't get that many likes. Likes? What's that? Oh, you mean like you didn't like it that much? No, I loved it. Oh, so the people you care about most didn't enjoy seeing it? No, actually, they loved it too. Yeah, I see where you're going with this. Yeah, that's why I've partnered up with Dove's Self-Esteem Project to help make social media a happier place.
So what I love about the use of TikTok for Dove is like the things that are causing so much anxiety in social media, like I need to get likes. Like I know of parents who their daughters have had complete meltdowns because they posted something and didn't get a lot of likes, and they're like, no one likes me anymore, and really massive anxiety around this. So I love that you're tapping into the things and having your own creators who, naturally are looking for likes and audiences, but having them tell their own fans or followers that, hey guys, it's not about collecting likes. It's about, do you like something? It's about posting things you're passionate about and sharing that with the people you care about. And don't put yourself out there in a way where it matters with people that you don't know what they think. And I love that they're putting that message out there in this way, and that Dove is supporting that message. I think it's really a great use of your platform.
And I know I mentioned it earlier too, but these conversations are happening on the platform at its core, right? Like people are showing up unfiltered, authentic, showing their true selves in a space where they're finding people who connect with them. And so I know Pragya talked about it as well. And I just want to dive a little bit deeper. It all started with Jessia, who for this instance, this Dove case about body positivity, she just got in her car on a cold day after work and sang a few lines. It was like, TikTok, what do you think? And the TikTok community was like, no, that means something to me. That's powerful. And they turned it into a body positivity anthem, which then they all started dancing to and just showing themselves on. And Dove, we've been watching Dove speak to body positivity in really powerful ways, for decades, right? And Dove was like, this is the conversations we're all about. And they saw that and they're like, we want to lean in. So, seeing that moment, spotting that moment, knowing that it was really true to their purpose, they were like, well, then we want to show up alongside you. So creating with those creators, taking these, educational, study-backed educational tips, they're really backed by science that are for caregivers, and putting them in the hands of creators. It was really powerful just to see that be translated to a really, like Pragya said, peer-to-peer approach. So it's totally true. It's these conversations are happening, and it's important to have them continue to be happening and creating these healthy and authentic and positive spaces.
Yeah, really a terrific opportunity for brands. So I know you've done a lot of research and surveying your community around bringing brands into the conversation. What are some of the best practices and tips and things that you have heard from the community, or things that you've just seen work well? Pragya, why don't we start with you? What are some things that how do you work with brands and advise them? What are some things they should be doing, and maybe things they shouldn't be doing?
Yes. So first off, I would say that brands should start by listening, and that's something they should be doing. And what they should not be doing is that not listening and starting right away, because TikTok provides them a huge opportunity through For You page to understand the community. They can watch a few videos, read the comments to understand how our community is showing up and what really inspires them to get involved. They can even look into the hashtags that are aligned to their purpose to then see that how our community is talking about those topics, those issues, or about their purpose, and they can find a way to lean in and join the conversation by listening first. And this will also demonstrate firsthand the unique elements, nuances, and innovations and collaboration on TikTok. And brands can leverage all these learnings to create meaningful work that aligns truly with their purpose, form heartfelt connections with the community, and really start meaningful conversations and also enable the community to join in. And secondly, I would say, and we have talked throughout this conversation today, that being real brings change and it is key to our platform. And on TikTok, brands have a place to be part of the culture through authenticity. And this means listening, adapting, evolving, and building with the community and not talking at them. And thirdly, I would say be an always on advocate. Our community doesn't let important moments become a thing of past. They keep the conversation going, like Jordan said in the beginning. And we encourage brands to do the same and speak authentically about the important issues that align with their purpose all year round. And it is an opportunity really for them to create relevance at scale and also show commitment through active kindness and action. And the ways I see they can do on TikTok is they can start by setting up TikTok business account as the home for their brand for long lasting relation with consumers, and also showing that how they're activating upon their purpose, how they're truly taking action and driving change. And then they can utilize TikTok's native ad solutions such as in-feed video and top view, tap into music and sound, lean on platform trends, and try new effects and be experimental, be creative to craft bold stories and seamlessly weave them into user experience. And once they have established themselves on the platform and they have started listening to their audience and started replying to their comments, then they can go a step ahead and they can start building the campaigns to raise funds, and they can do it via donation stickers. That's a great way to help them maximize donation for their campaigns. They can also they can also experiment with organic content and promote best performing videos with Spark ads. So Spark ads is a great way that allows brands to amplify existing native videos, whether it's from them or from creators, of course, with their permission. And then also they can grow their volunteers and donor base through lead generation. It is a great way and it makes it easy for users who are interested in brand and brand's purpose to then find them and fill a simple form and give their information in a simple and safe and secure way. And it is great for newsletter signs up. It is great for event sign up for volunteering. So yeah, these are the few best practices that I would love to share, and I'll pass on to Jordan to share more.
Yeah, so I think also it sounds like there's lots of opportunity for online offline synergy, like leveraging the TikTok platform to engage a community, but then drive action offline to volunteer somewhere or to do something, that there's lots of opportunity for that. Jordan, any additional thoughts on best practices?
Yeah, I think, I feel like we've said it a lot, but it's also activating change through co-creation. And that co-creation is working with, creators to help amplify that message, like you saw from Dove. It's also, creating alongside the community, creating campaigns and conversations that allow the community to really lean in and join in as well. Because co-creation is just so core to TikTok and how people are on the platform and creating and connecting. You can do that through hashtag challenges are a way to kind of start creating that, movement action, and just engaging like through the comments section. But then I think also, as brands look to find creators to connect with, we have the TikTok creator marketplace, which is just the go-to place where if you want to start scrolling through and finding those creators that align and connect with your brands, it's full of diverse creators that you can easily start working with today. And we also have a TikTok for Good channel, and that's a great place to find inspiration. There we're highlighting all the great things our community is doing. So I recommend checking that out as well.
Yeah, I would think that finding the right creator is really critical to and essential to have a successful program. And I would think that the creator really wants to make sure they're with a brand that aligns with their own things that they care about, because, you know, the thing that makes them successful is the relationship they have with their audience, and being genuine and authentic is at the core of that. So making sure you're with a brand that not only aligns with your own beliefs, but also is literally doing the things that they say they care about, like holding them accountable. To me, that's where it begins, right? And then it's like moving from there. And it seems like what I'm hearing too is that let the creator create. Don't try and shove your own creative thoughts or whatever onto them. Let them help you as a brand understand the right kind of tone and messaging and an execution that they know will resonate with their audience.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to follow up with that exact same thing. So
I think that's like, so this is great advice. And I think there's so much opportunity for brands. Talk a little bit about, we only have a few minutes left. Where do we go from here? What are some of the things that you see coming down the line that would be interesting opportunities for brands? I know social shopping is starting to take off. Are there other types of marketing opportunities or other things, extensions, things that you know are starting to brew that are really great opportunities for brands coming down the line? I throw that to either one of you.
Like you said, Cheryl, like 2020 will be the first full year of TikTok shopping. It's our suite of e-commerce tools and solutions that turn videos into shoppable entertainment. And that's huge because these solutions will make it easier than ever before to harness the power of commerce, because it will enable users to purchase the products directly when they discover from For You pages. So I think it's wonderful that the commerce and entertainment comes together in a very wonderful way and makes the shopping much easier, non-intrusive for our users.
Yeah, I'm excited about that because that's like collapses the funnel too, right? There is no like awareness to lead. It's all one experience that you can bring a consumer in at any point, whether it's just introducing them to a brand or a brand they already know and love, and have them have a great experience with the brand and complete a transaction all in one experience. So I love the possibility of social shopping. Jordan, anything to add?
Yeah, still we're going to focus on that collaboration with creators, like I mentioned just earlier. So we're going to continue to enable brands from SMBs to enterprises to just find their community and just thrive. So we're just going to continue to roll out, that growing suite of products related to, the TikTok creator marketplace. So there'll be a lot more coming there just to further help brands connect and find their communities. So as long as brands keep showing up authentically, we will keep creating suites that help them reach those communities, connect, and have that impact. So
love it. One last thought. Like, we know this is a growing area, purpose-driven marketing. Do you think that this is going to become the core of a go-to-market strategy for a brand? Like right now, I think for a lot of brands, they're dabbling, they're finding their way. It's kind of a side effort from their core marketing. Do you ever see this becoming the thing that is the essence of a brand's strategy and go-to-market?
I will say 100%, because today's generation is showing up to create a change and showing up with a purpose. Even when they're thinking of buying a product, they think of like how it aligns with their values. So it goes same for brands. So I have a hope that more and more brands will be aligned with people's values in the ways that is genuine and sustainable, and they will commit and fully own their purpose. And that way they can truly bring change together with today's generation. And I definitely see this as one of the main and the core thing of every brand.
Jordan, you agree with that?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I think the future equals purpose. That if you don't have a clearly defined purpose, I don't think you're going to have a future. So I don't see how you'd have one without the other. Okay. Anyway, we are out of time. Thank you so much for joining me today, Praga and Jordan from Tick-Tock. This was really a great conversation. So much opportunity for brands. And, I'm thrilled to see that you're doing such great, meaningful work with brands, and they're really stepping in and stepping up. So thank you for joining me today. I'm Cheryl Goldstein. This is IAB There. Thanks for watching.
Thank you
so much, Cheryl.